probably good for a day or two, but as a baby, you want to be feeding them more, so you probably want to get a pet sitter for them. With these guys, if you don't have a humidity system, sprayer system set up, you would want to have someone come in and just mist them, kind of like watering a plant, but misting your gecko. But they only eat about 2 to 3 times a week, so they are lower maintenance as far as that. So if you have a humidity system set up, they're going to be super simple to have for that. The next guy I brought here is a barking gecko. I bring him just to kind of show you the different types of geckos. So he is full grown, he won't get any bigger. If he loses his tail, it will grow back just like similar to a leopard gecko and a fat tail gecko. Same setup as far as that, he's just as much smaller, so takes up less space. And if they get really frightened or upset, they actually make like a little barking noise. He hasn't done it for me yet. I've had him 7 years, so he must like my house. But they are called barking geckos because they will make like a little barking noise. And he's just strictly insects as well. So, any questions about him?
If anyone needs to leave for another class, please feel free to just step on up.
The last thing I brought is fairly new. Not something I'd recommend everybody owning. So this is a sulcata tortoise. This is Mort. He is about 6-7 months old. He's just a little guy. These guys get very large. They live a long time. You want to keep them set up properly, or they can have pyramiding in their shells, so their shell will grow unevenly. They can have metabolic bone disease. They can get upper respiratory infections. They are definitely not a beginner pet. I have seen quite a few of these come through the rescue this year. I normally don't. So these guys can get very large. They can get up to 70, 100 pounds, full grown. They can live 70, 80 years. They are not something I would say, oh, baby tortoise, yes, just go get one. If you're looking for a tortoise and you don't have a lot of space, I would recommend a Russian tortoise. They're small, or a Greek tortoise. But a sulcata tortoise is definitely something you want to have somewhat of a plan set up for, have the space for. You can get them fairly cheap at a reptile expo. They'll sell them for $50 to $100. Cute, tiny little quarter-sized tortoises. But they do grow very fast and eat quite a lot. So he eats actually a whole handful of lettuce a day as a baby. So as an adult, he would eat even more. And he needs to have weekly soaps and UVB light, just like the other reptiles. But yeah, so he's more. And I will eventually have a farm, because my grandpa has a farm, both my parents have farms, so that's where he'll eventually go. Yes.
So how do you just soak him once a day, or?
I soak him 3 times a week, and right now he just goes in the sink and soaks. But as an adult, he'd need to go into like a tub. He'll be kind of harder to lift later, so you'll probably. What I'll do is end up having just a bigger water dish that he can go in and out of.
Are they supposed to have the water temperature then?
Yeah, you'd want to have it just like lukewarm, like you'd be doing like if you gave your dog a bath or something. So, yeah. And he's very, very personable. Yes.
Sorry, are they the only breed that get big like that?
They're the only breed like you'd find readily in a pet trade, really, that gets that big. There are other tortoises that get big, and sometimes you'll find them in the pet trade. So there's one that's called a leopard tortoise that gets fairly big, not as big as the sulcata, and obviously Galapagos get way bigger. But
We had them at the zoo that I worked at. I don't know which ones they were.
Oh.
They get big.
they're probably sulcatas would be my guess. Like the Washington Zoo has sulcata tortoises. You've been there. Yeah. So, and they have the personality of, I would say, a dog. So. Any other questions on anybody that I brought before you leave? Yes. If you stick around, I can show you. Thank you so much.
Let's
for
give
having me.
Amanda a round of applause.